Hi everyone, today I'm introducing a new suite of products that's coming out in our next annual catalogue in June. So Stampin' Up have released it early so that we can have a bit of a play with this whole product suite before it's officially released. Which is fantastic. So it means that we've got some new products to play with. Today, so this is a sort of an overall picture of the suite. There are two bundles in the suite. This is the one that I'm going to be showing you today, or the stamp set that I'll be playing with is this one. It actually comes in a bundle with these dies here, called the Ornate border dies. You'll see more information about this suite on my blog. There's also another bundle that is part of the whole suite. You can get all of these products individually, and you can buy them as an entire suite with the two 10% off bundles. So it's quite a lot of product that they're introducing, not just one or two. There's some really lovely embellishments and a new embossing folder as well. And here's the other bundle with some frames, the Ornate layers dies, as well as the Ornate style stamp set that comes with the bundle too. So here's the card that we're going to be making today, and it's got a couple of layers. On the first layer, you'll see that beautiful embossing folder. It is actually a 3D embossing folder, and it's part of this new suite, and you'll need to use it with your 3D embossing folder plate. So let me just bring that in. I'm going to work from the bottom up with what I'm showing you today. So you need to take the top layer off your platform, and there's your blue embossing folder, your 3D embossing folder plate, and I'm just popping my piece of cardstock, my card, in to the folder there and placing that straight onto the platform, and the blue plate goes on the top. So I'm just going to roll that through. And out the other side, you'll see, this gorgeous folder, this gorgeous embossing folder, the pattern that it leaves. It looks nice as a embossed pattern, but you could also flip it over and use it as a debossed pattern if you wanted to. You could even colour in some of those flowers and add a little bit more detail to it. We're just leaving it plain today because I'm going to be layering everything else on the top. While I've got my big shot here, I'm going to pop the thin die adapter plate back on, as well as my normal base plate, and I'm going to pop these three items. So I'm going to cut all of these at once. The great thing about these guys come from the Stitch So Sweetly framelets dies, and they are in the current mini catalogue, so you'll find them on page 20. There they are. They come as a bundle as well, but I'm going to use these to layer up my card today, and also for one of the greetings that I'm going to be putting on. So they have stitches and scallops, and they're really beautifully detailed, and I'm just going to run those through so I can do all of those at once, and then we'll be ready to pop our card together. So this paper here is actually from the new suite, and I'm just trying to remember what it's called. Let me grab my paper and tell you. So the Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper, and it's specialty because it has the gold foil in it. So it's a little bit more special. It's double-sided also, so you've got two options with each piece. So I'm going to be using those two sides. The floral reminds me a little bit of my Laura Ashley dresses that I used to wear in the 80s. I wonder if anyone else remembers those. Here's the little stitched rectangle, scalloped rectangle that I'm going to use for my greeting. So I'll pop those there, and I'll get rid of my big shot over here. Alrighty. So for the stitched rectangle with the gold foil, I'm using two different colours of Stampin' blends. You could colour this in lots of different ways. You could even use a brayer, sponge brayer. I'm going to be colouring in a couple of these flowers just really quickly. So I'm coming in with the dark terracotta tile first. I want to colour about 5 or 6 of these. I'm just going to use the dark one to highlight the shadows in the flowers, and then I'll come in with the light one and blend out the dark colour in the centre, just kind of bringing it out to the outside of those flowers. And the blends they'll take to the white part of your paper, of your designer series paper, but you won't actually you won't actually cover over the silver part, the gold part, because the gold foil resists it. Again, I'm going to start off with the dark one, and I'm just going to colour in a few of these little leaves, and then come in with the light. You don't have to actually colour in any of the leaves that are next to the flowers if you don't want to. I'm just randomly filling in some of these spots here. And you may not even be able to see them all when I put the card together. But the idea is you just want a bit of a random selection and just taking away that white. And it will coordinate with the rest of our card once we put it together. So for my little piece of white here, which will be for the greeting, I've got 2 different words from the Ornate Thanks stamp set. And you start off, you've got a large word and you've got several smaller words to create your very own custom greeting. So I like the versatility of this. Really, you can say anything that you want with this stamp set. It pairs with a lot of other images as well. So very versatile. And I'm going to bring in the terracotta tile and the mint macaron stamp pads. I'll just open up the terracotta first. And there's the mint macaron. And I'll do the larger stamp, the thanks, in mint macaron. And I'll just stamp that right there. And then I'll come in with the smaller ones. I wanted to say thanks and then come in with the ever so much. So just make sure that's up the right way before you stamp it down. And then you've got your custom greeting. So everything gets laid onto the card. Next, I'll just close those. So here's the card. If I bring that in again, you'll see the next layer to go on is this piece. So I'm going to just grab my Tombow glue and then pop a little bit of glue on the back of my gold foil piece, and that just gets put right up in the top corner there. Just hold that down, just make sure it's straight. And I'm going to glue this bit on here as well, just with the glue, because I want that to be fairly flat. This glue is fabulous. If you're just sticking cardstock to cardstock and you don't want things to sit up too high, then the glue is fabulous. The last bit, this little piece here, I'm going to use some dimensionals. And I'm just trying to find my dimensionals on the table. Here we go. I just want about 4 dimensionals on the back of your greeting. And I might put 5 because we've got a little bit of ribbon to go on behind there. And I'll show you how I do that. So you want to get the backs of the dimensionals off. And this will help sit your greeting up over the top of your card and with the ribbon underneath it, so it's not going to squish the ribbon too much and it's not going to sort of be bulky sitting underneath that either, neither of which you want. Okay, so what I do with my ribbon is I just pop it into a sort of a zigzag shape like that and hold it between my fingers, and then I'm going to get my greeting and just kind of catch at the back. Oh, that one didn't come off. Catch at the back. Yeah, like that, and just keep some of those dimensionals exposed so that when you pop it on, it also holds the greeting on, so you're not actually using too much adhesive. So that's how I pop that on. And then if you have a look here, just on my finished card, I'll bring that in again. I've used some of the gorgeous embellishments, and these ones are the gold, they're called the gold gilded gems, they're called. And I'm just using the spatula from my take your pick tool, oops, and then it's a bit easy to sort of just pop them on like that. I'll get a larger one. Right, I'll get a middle-sized one, I think. And then pop that there, just for a little bit of bling, and it just picks up the gold foil as well. Make sure you check out my blog and also my online store to see more of these gorgeous products. They are available for you from April through to May, and you'll be able to purchase those before the new catalogue comes out over the next 2 months. I'll also be organising a class using these products, so look out for that too. Make sure you check out my store and subscribe to my newsletter, and let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.